irregularity, such as stars and galaxies. They are thought to have developed from small differences in the destiny of the whole universe from one region to another. What was the origin of these density fluctuations? A general theory of relativity on its own cannot explain these features or answer this question because of its prediction that the universe starts off with infinite density at the Big Bang singularity. At the singularity, general relativity and all other physical laws would break down. One couldn't predict what would come out of the singularity. As explained before, this means that one might as well cut the Big Bang and any event before out of the theory because they can have no effect on what we observe. Space-time would have a boundary, the beginning at the Big Bang. Science seems to have uncovered a set of laws that, within the limit set by the uncertainty principle, tell us how the universe will develop with time, if we know it starts at any one time. These laws may have originally been decreed by God, but it appears that He has since left the universe to evolve according to them and does not have intervened in it. But how did He choose the initial state or configuration of the universe? What were the boundary conditions at the beginning of time? One possible answer is to say that God chose the initial configuration of the universe for a reason that we cannot hope to understand. This would certainly have been within the power of an omnipotent being, but if He had started it off in such an incomprehensible way, why did He choose to let it evolve according to laws that we could understand? The whole history of science has been the gradual realization that events do not happening in an arbitrary manner, but that they reflect a certain understanding order, which may or may not be divinely inspired. It would be only natural to suppose that this order should apply not only the laws but also to the condition at the boundary of the space-time to specify the initial state of the universe. There may be a large number of models of the universe with different initial conditions that all obey the laws. There ought to be the same principle that pick out one initial state and hence one model to represent our universe. One such possibility is what we call chaotic boundary conditions. These implicitly assume either that the universe is spatially infinite or that there are infinitely many universes. Under chaotic boundary conditions, the possibility of finding any particular region of the space in any given configuration just after the Big Bang is the same, in some sense, as the possibility of finding it in any other configuration. The initial state of the universe is chosen purely randomly. This would mean that the early universe would have probably been very chaotic or irregular because there are many more chaotic and disordered configurations for the universe than there are smooth and ordered ones. If each configuration is equally probable, it's likely that the universe started out in a chaotic and disordered state, simply because there are so many more of them. It's difficult to see how such chaotic initial conditions could have given rise to a universe that is so smooth and regular on a large scale as ours is today. One would also have expected the density fluctuations in such a model to have lead to the formation of many more primordial black hole than the upper limit that had been set by observation of the gamma ray background. If the universe is indeed spatially infinite, or if the infinitely many universe, there would probably be some large region somewhere that started out in a smooth and uniform manner. It will be like the well-known horde of a monkey hammering away the typewriter. Most of what they write will be garbage, but they occasionally, by poor chance, they will type out one of Shakespeare's sonnets. Similarly, in the case of the universe, could it be that we are living in a region that we just happen by chance to be smooth and uniform? At first sight, this might seem very improbable, because such a smooth region would be heavily outnumbered by chaotic and irregular region. However, suppose that only in the smooth region the galaxies and the stars formed and were conditioned right for the development of a complicated self-replicating organism like ourselves, who were capable of asking the questions, why is the universe so smooth? This is an example of the application of what's known as the anthropic principle, which can be paraphrased as we can see universe the way it's because we exist. There are two versions of the anthropic principle, the weak and the strong. The weak anthropic principle states that in a universe that's large of infinity in space and or time, and conditions necessary for the development of intelligent life will be made only a certain region that are limited in space and time. The intelligent being of these regions should therefore not be surprised if they observe that their locality in the universe satisfies the conditions that are necessary for their existence. It will be like a rich person living in a wealthy neighborhood, not seeing any poverty. One example of the use of the weak anthropic principle is to explain why the Big Bang occurred about 10,000 million years ago. It takes about that long for intelligent beings to evolve. As explained above, as early generation of stars first had to form. These stars converted some of the original hydrogen and helium into elements like carbon or oxygen, out of which you are made. The stars then exploded as supernova, and their debris went to form other stars and planets, among them those our solar system, which is about 5,000 million years old. The first one was 2,000 million years of the Earth's existence were too hard for the development of anything complicated. The remaining of 3,000 million years or so have been taken up by the slow process of biological evolution, which has led from the simplest organism to beings who are capable of measuring time back to the Big Bang. Few people would quarrel with the validity or utility of the weak anthropic principle. Somehow, however, some go much further and propose a strong version of the principle. According to this theory, there are either many different universes or many different regions of the single universe, each with its own initial configuration and perhaps with its own set of role of science. In most of these universes, the condition would not be right for the development of a complicated organism. Only in the few universes that are like ours are intelligent being developed, and ask the question, why is the universe the way we see? The answer is then simple. If it had been different, it would not be here. The role of science, as we know them at present, contain many fundamental numbers like the size of the electric charge of the electron and ratio of the masses of the proton and the electron, you cannot, at the moment at least, predict the values of these numbers from surely. You have to find them by observation. It may be